2 years ago, over 125,000 people petitioned the White House to let Texas secede from the United States. While the petition was unsuccessful, it does bring up the question, could Texas make it on its own? How powerful is Texas? Well, Texas is the largest state in the contiguous U.S. with nearly 27 million residents. That means that about 1 in 12 Americans lives in the Lone Star State. Texas also generates about $1.5 trillion a year, which could put the hypothetical nation of Texas right between Spain and Australia as the world's 13th largest economy. This is largely because of their abundant resources. Texas has more farms and ranches than any other U.S. state and massive oil reserves. Alone, they produce 35% of the U.S.'s crude oil. So on paper, Texas has enough people, land, money, and oil to survive, but what about an army? Well, Texas is home to more than 25 military bases, including the only nuclear weapons assembly plant in the U.S. They also have a bevy of lucrative aerospace contracts. We're not saying that Texas would be able to maintain this army prowess or even marshal up an army, but the culture and infrastructure are already in place. But despite all of this, Texas still has some huge problems. The Bureau of Labor reports that the average worker's median income is below the national average. They also have a high poverty rate and worse income inequality than much of the country, and more minimum wage workers than any other state, making up nearly a fifth of all minimum wage jobs in the U.S. Poverty on this level could lead to economic collapse or social unrest, a possibility that grows even more real as you look at some of the criticism directed at their social policies. The Center for American Progress gave Texas an F on its treatment of women, citing wage inequality, limited access to reproductive services, and poor elderly care. Texas is also one of the few states which restricts public office to those who believe in a supreme being. Texans and their elected officials tend to vote along a strict conservative line, usually against things like minority rights and gay marriage. There is a chance that an independent Texas wouldn't exactly be the land of the free that proponents of secession would promise. In the end, we can't know whether or not Texas could make it on its own, but we do know that their role in the U.S. economy and defense is crucial, and that alone makes Texas one of the most powerful regions on Earth. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my channel, The Young Turks, right up top here. We cover the news and everything the internet is talking about every single day. For some stories about other places in the world working towards independence, check out the video below. Thanks for watching TestTube. Don't forget to subscribe.